Hey there, nukes. Happy Friday. We made it. We made it. What a week. What a great week. What a long but awesome, fulfilling week, I must say. And that's for the industry alone, right? We've had some, yet again, more momentum, positive sentiment. Had some deals struck out in Europe between the UK and the US in terms of nuclear. Broadly, not just the X Energy deal that happened, but also, Chris Wright in Vienna. Basically all the sentiment is bringing everyone together globally, as we're starting to see when it comes to one thing, agreeing on nuclear energy being a reliable source of power. But today I wanted to discuss a couple personal things. I want to talk about why I got into nuclear, and maybe even the how, but really the why. As many of you all experienced, you have a threshold in life where you start having to worry about the bills. You have to see the bills, understand the bills, pay the bills, right? And I remember, nearly 10 years ago now at this point, seeing my electricity bill, seeing that it was ordinarily high at the time. I'm here in South Florida, by the way. So we like to run that AC, baby. It gets hot. And, I asked myself one day, where does it come from? I know there's a power plant somewhere that's generating power. Where is that plant? Is that my power plant? Is that the one powering my lights? How does it work? I hear about wind and solar. I don't see any wind turbines here in Florida. I don't know if it's wind. I see solar panels and solar farms, certainly, but I think this is a good message for everyone as well. I got into nuclear because I understood how electricity worked. Not the technical fundamentals, meaning I became an electrical engineer and now I can install electrical panels and understand high voltage. No. Understanding the power sources is where I started. Fossil fuels being one of them, right? Which is coal, which is natural gas. Renewables being one of them. And actually probably the most talked about at the time, which is going to be solar and wind and biodegradables and such, geothermal, but we can't even bucket at that yet, at that time at least. And then nuclear. And I go, nuclear? Okay. Not too long after that, as most of you know what I do here, but just to recap, I work for a engineering professional services firm that provides engineering expertise all across the globe in every industry that you can think of. And I encountered a client one day that, working within their energy and environmental division, you can use context clues of what they're doing, right? This client came to me and said, hey, we need some help. We need some help with glove box design. I go, okay, sure, glove box. So let me understand this. Are we talking about the glove box in an automobile? Do you guys do automotive work too? And lo and behold, I was wrong. Incorrect. That is a glove box to some sort of laboratory, right? That you stick your hands in and you deal with whatever type of hazardous or dangerous per se or radiological material, whatever the case is. You need to be separated from that science experiment going on inside of that box. Well, you have your hands inside of some gloves, so context clue says that's a glove box. Well, boy, did I have a lot to learn, because I would have never guessed. Still didn't comprehend it right at that time. Didn't understand. We're talking about a national lab. But from there on out, I got curious and I asked a lot of questions. When I say I asked a lot of questions, I didn't ask, my fiance. I didn't ask random people on the street. I didn't ask the cashier at Publix. That's a grocery store for those that don't know that. I took it to the internet. I bought books. I asked my clients. I asked challenging questions. I carved out time with these folks. They carved out time for me. You know why? Because I was interested. Now I'm motivated. Now it's a whole different path, whole different purpose here. But I guess the point of this, folks, is get interested. Don't be complacent. If you don't know, ask. If you don't know, Google it, AI it. There's so many tools to figure out, the answer or close to the right answer, right? Break out of your comfort zone. Some of you might ask, Mike, why would I do any of this? Why do I care? Well, because there's a couple reasons why you should care. A, nuclear power is clean. Okay, the electricity generated from nuclear is the cleanest form of energy you can get with what's called a base load, meaning 92% of the time, that puppy is cranking out electricity so you can play video games or heat up a hot pocket at 1 a.m. or do anything at any time of the day that requires electricity. Wind and solar cannot do that. Fossil fuel can do that, and maybe not at a 92% capacity, certainly not at a 92% capacity. But remember what fossil fuels is. It's carbon emission. It's CO2. It's dirty for the atmosphere. It's dirty for the people that live, next to these type of plants. By no means am I against it completely, right? I mean, I'm for that. I am for this. I'm for electricity. It's going to take a village. I know I've said that before when it comes to pushing for nuclear, but it's going to take a village to power this country. Right now, at least, we are behind the 8 ball. We have an opportunity right now, just as the professionals say it, a $10 trillion potential market, ladies and gentlemen. Here's part 2 to that answer of why you should care. Because you can make money off of the nuclear industry on the stock market. Let me give you an example of what that looks like. I remember when Centrus Energy was traded at just around $20 a share. I know it was traded lower, but that's when I remember. $20 a share. Today, I'm looking at it at $297 a share. Oklo. I remember when they were $6 a share. Oklo today is trading at $134 a share, folks. This is real. I'm not making these numbers up, right? Nano Nuclear IPO'd at $2.80 a share. Nano Nuclear is $45.93 a share. Folks, you get the picture. Bigger picture, we're just getting started. The party just opened up its doors and blew up the balloons. The party hasn't even started yet. I'm excited. I want to be challenged more by the people. I am the nuclear average Joe here, challenging you all. Come to me. Come to folks like the Gone Fission podcast. Come to the many other great podcasts out there that, we're dedicating time to get this message out. I challenge you all. Come take some of my time. Ask me questions. Let's learn together. Let's continue to learn together. We're all in it to win it. We got a long way to go. This opportunity is bigger than the first nuclear renaissance. I'm saying it now. Quote me on it. The nuclear average Joe is telling you right now this is a bigger opportunity than it was in the late 60s and early 70s. We have momentum. Let's just continue being open-minded, keep supporting what we can. Folks, have yourselves a fantastic weekend. I'm ready for Monday already. Off to the races, baby. Go Nuke, baby. Let's go.